Please welcome with me, Lauren Stutts.
Walking Dead fans should be familiar with the Cherokee Rose reference in my talk title. For those of you not familiar, The Walking Dead is about a group of individuals who are trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. The Cherokee Rose is a particularly positive storyline in which one of the characters, our handsome Daryl here, gets a Cherokee Rose for a mother whose child has disappeared. And he tells her the legend of the Cherokee Rose. Native Americans were forced off their land and sent on a journey that is called the Trail of Tears. It is called that because a lot of the mothers were grieving over the children that died in the journey. The mothers asked for a sign of hope, and the legend has it where their tears fell, the Cherokee roses grew. Therefore, Daryl gave the mother the rose as a symbol of hope and resilience. And The Walking Dead in general is a great show about resilience because they're trying to survive against incredible odds. So my talk is about resilience and how you can be more resilient. The word resilient comes from the Latin word resilio, which means I bounce back, and is basically defined as the ability to handle stress and change. If we do not handle chronic stress well, it can negatively affect our brain and body. For example, it can increase the activity in the emotion center part of our brain and decrease the activity in our planning, decision-making, and memory parts of our brain. It can also disrupt our immune system functioning. So where does resiliency come from? Part of it's in our genes. There are actually vulnerability, sensitivity genes that predispose us to be more or less affected by the environment. We obviously cannot choose our genes, so thankfully there is also a strong environmental component. For example, we often copy how we see other people handle stress. The environmental component also implies that resiliency is a skill that can be learned. So I'm going to talk about 3 strategies. The first strategy is to figure out what you can take action on, deciding what you can control and what you can't control. For whatever you can't control, express frustration, negative emotions, but then let it go, and then focus on what you can do to be proactive. So Daryl, once again, picks up his crossbow very proactively against the zombies as a good example for that. And I think it is a very good slogan for this take action strategy to keep calm and carry a metaphorical crossbow. The second strategy is to ask for assistance. We see our Walking Dead team here collectively working together, fighting against the zombies. Similarly, individuals, when they go through something stressful, say they benefit from having friends and family the most. And pets also count. That is my puppy, Lane. Pets have been shown to decrease blood pressure and also provide excellent companionship. As far as I know, a dog has not joined the zombie fighting team, but you never know. The third strategy is to pay attention. There's a technique called mindfulness that teaches individuals how to pay attention to the present moment. And an important part of stress, and in this picture, this is a mindful stream, just to imagine that there's water there. And similarly, when you're going through something stressful, it's good to be mindful of anything positive. And the magic number is 3, to think of 3 positive things for a negative event. So if there were a zombie apocalypse, 3 positive things would be, you wouldn't have to worry about money, you would get lots of exercise running from the zombies, may even drop a couple pounds, and you would kick that whole caffeine habit, because let's face it, you're going to be on high alert at all times. So using this strategy of the 3 positive things is great to do daily. So mindfulness and focusing on positive thoughts can positively affect the brain and the body. It not only increases positive emotions, but can also increase pro-social behavior, improve immune system functioning. And doing the 3 positive things exercise daily has been shown to decrease depression and increase happiness long term. So in review, the 3 strategies were to take action, to ask for assistance, and to pay attention to the positive. I call this the AAA battery method for resiliency success. And it works synergistically. So if you pay attention to something funny, you're more likely to attract more assistance. So now circling back to our Walking Dead storyline, here we have Daryl and Carol, the mother, spotting the Cherokee rose. And I use the word spot because that word implies that the rose exists. No matter how hard life is, and we know it is hard, it is not as bad as a zombie apocalypse. We can always focus on the good to spot the Cherokee rose of resiliency.